Hello my friends and welcome back. It's 30th of December, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you and happy ending of the year. Time to wrap things up, but not for my channel yet, because today I have prepared for you a list of videos. A list of videos of Russians and Ukrainians, both, mostly Ukrainians, shooting down FPV drones that are diving in on them extremely fast. We're talking 100+ kilometers per hour, and they managed to shoot them down. It's an extremely difficult thing to do, and we're gonna witness that today. Like in the Mad Max Fury Road. You spray your teeth with silver and witness me, and then you take down an FPV. Well, not quite. But the first video I'm gonna show, just to give perspective, is the training of how to shoot down the FPV drones. It's part of an infantry training nowadays. If you're a modern army, NATO or Russia or Ukraine, whichever army you are, this should be a part of your training as an infantryman. The skills to shoot down a diving FPV drone. Let's see how they train for it. Now experimental FPV firing. We are shooting within an anti-drone charge, and I'm going to use a regular hunting cartridge. Hunting cartridge, usually they use buckshots, not the super fine ones for the birds, but buckshots is like these. Hey, why am I explaining? All of you know what a buckshot is. 36 grams. I am mansplaining a buckshot to you. Forgive me, my friends. Semi-automatic. It's a hunting rifle with muzzle. Yeah, they're really common now in infantry squads. If some fighters have under-barrel shotguns, some fighters have hunting rifles, some fighters only have shotgun with a magazine. These new modern ones, they're only goal is to use that to shoot down drones. Some are better at doing that, so they get that task. We're now being attacked by an FPV, and it's really attacking to hit us. So the FPV will fly at them, no explosive of course, but it will fly as fast as possible and as close to them as possible. It's gonna hit the ground, of course, not them. But they're gonna put a can of water or something, Mojo energy drink, on top. So if this is the charge, if this drink has holes in it, that means they succeeded in shooting it down. Let's do it. One has a Kalashnikov, other has this hunting rifle, and it comes in. It came in quite slow, by the way, and they still didn't hit it. Didn't go all the way through. They hit it only with one small buckshot pellet. But it just goes to show how difficult it is. Two guys were shooting at this drone. The drone was slow, and still they managed to hit it only with one pellet. It is not easy. It looks easy on the videos, but it is not easy. Alright, well, let's immediately dive into the real battle situations. We begin with the 225th Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Army on the back of a truck. I'm only assuming this is a regular truck. On top of it we can see the electronic warfare bubbles, or whatever you want to call them. Each of these little bumps here is a different wavelength of jamming. So with jammers, you can have a jammer that jams the whole frequency. It is possible, but they're really big. They take a lot of energy, electricity, and they generate a lot of heat. So what usually is done is each of these different bubbles here jams a different narrow frequency. So if Russians use another frequency or a wired drone, then it's not going to be jammed. It's not as easy as just let's make one big jammer that jams everything. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, you got these jammers, but you still have to shoot down the FPVs. And this is what they're doing. They're on the back, and one guy specifically has a shotgun to do that. Notice how he's handling it. Immediately jams on the first shot. Not a good sign, honestly. I'm not here to discredit anybody, but when it comes to shooting down FPVs, you gotta be so close to your shotgun, so close that you could fire it blindfolded and you could still hit. I mean, this guy's a little bit struggling with it, but of course it's a very panicky situation, and I understand it. Not here to discredit that. It seems like he's not very good friend. Look how he's like janking it a bit. He's not the closest to his shotgun, but I guess he'll get there. Now they drive on. They shot down one FPV, which was on top of that car. It was, I guess, in sleeper mode. That's like this remote mine that both Ukrainians and Russians do. They put the drone down in a very used route of supplies, for example, and then the drone will wake up automatically if it detects movement and calls the drone pilot. This pilot couldn't get to the screen fast enough. This drone was destroyed on top of that car. Now they see another drone actually, I think this one is actually following them now. And they try to shoot it down. And they stop immediately. Again, you can see he has a bit of an issue with his shotgun. Has to clear out the shells. I guess it's maybe not oiled. Maybe his movements are not that precise. Or he's... I'm not sure. You tell me. Hey, I've never shot a shotgun in my life. What do I know? Okay. But you get an idea of how difficult and nerve-wracking this job is. It is a job of an infantryman nowadays. There's no, electronic warfare will block there's no way. There's gonna be wire drones that cannot be jammed at all, whichever country you are. So there will be an infantryman who has to shoot down the drone when it's doing the last mile. That's how it is. It's the new warfare. Now in the next video, it's really strange since I have no context to it. It's Ukrainian soldiers in civilian clothing with automatic rifles with tracer rounds shooting down a Russian FPV which is suspiciously slow. Boom! Done! Big explosion. This guy is super happy. Look at his face. He made something great happen. But yeah, I'm sorry, I have no context. These guys are with civilian clothing. This guy is shooting really well. Look at the stance. Nice and steady stance. No panic. 2-3 round bursts, and he has tracer rounds. So if you know more about this context, please tell me. Talking about drones, my friends, that's all we do in this video, and that's pretty much all I talk about in my book, 8 Missions in Ukraine. I'm gonna read you a few sentences from the middle of the book, because we gave drones you donated money. We bought hundreds of kamikaze drones. We gave them to Ukrainian SBU Alpha Group, the Special Forces, and one of these giveaways, some of the donators wanted their daughters and sons and cats' names on the drones. I kid you not. One father had 5 children's names written on the drones, while another man had his cat's name inscribed on 10 of them. Just imagine, a Russian soldier could potentially meet his end because of a drone named after a child or a cat. This cat was called Felix the cat, and I remember actually inscribing that name on 30 of the drones. It was insane. And imagine these alpha fighters, the biggest and best special forces Ukraine has. They get these FPVs, I give them to them, and there's Felix the cat on every drone. A lot of funny stories like that. So go and get the book. I'm actually struggling to sell the book a little bit. I didn't know it was that difficult. So go and get the book, link in the description below. It will arrive in a few days. To America, to Europe, everywhere. Thank you, my friends. This next video, again, a Ukrainian soldier. Notice immediately his calm demeanor loading his shotgun. It says it's a Remington 870. If you know anything about this shotgun, let me know in the comments, please. I don't know anything about Remington 870. But notice his earphones. They are not... I'm guessing these are active ones, but still he removes them away, because if your job is to hear the drones and shoot them down, you gotta hear the high pitch of it. Earphones best take out the high pitches of Battlefield. The low you still hear, but he needs to hear the high drone, that stuff. First, when he hears it, he needs to react. This is why the earphones are away. Listens, you can see him listening, takes aim. Careful aiming, taking his time. 1 shot, 1 kill. Very well done. Now he fishes in the drone since it's away from his dugout. Fishes it in. Here it is. Extremely well done. And of course you gotta do a little dance with the drones. Well done, my man. Again, I don't think this is talked about enough. This is a real job now in the infantry. In a squad, you're a squad member. One of you is responsible for shooting down FPV drones. It gets really good at it, and that's the guy they will put to that job. If you're a NATO squad, if you're a Chinese squad fighter, whichever, this is one of the job of one of the men in the squad. This is a new position that was not there 2 years ago. Well, now it is. It's reinvention of warfare under our eyes. It's like First World War when machine guns changed everything. There were new doctrines. Well, now it's new doctrines again. FPVs are like machine guns in First World War. They changed the offensive and defensive doctrine forever. Now let's visit Ukrainian troops in the back of a truck which is going really fast, and they have this Czech the country provided BREN 2 machine guns. These are NATO caliber 5.56 BREN 2 assault rifles, and they are shooting down an FPV. I think in this video we actually see the bullet hitting it. Also note how fast that truck is going. These bumps and everything, if you try to aim a fast moving small drone and the truck is going like 70-80 kilometers per hour and you're jumping up and down of it, it's really difficult to hit anything like that. Boom, did you see that? It's really small. Let's go back a bit. See, the drone is going in and there's a small flash or like a debris on top. Somebody hit it right now. I'm guessing this is 5 meters away. The drone loses maneuverability and dives to the bushes 2 meters away. That's how it's done, and they're really happy about it. Look, a bullet hit it. Again, to just demonstrate how difficult. These are soldiers whose job is to fire their weapons. They must be at least a lot better at that than me. I'm guessing you also, because they do it almost daily, and they still cannot hit these drones because it's so damn difficult. Now I bring you Svoboda Rossiya, which is a volunteer legion of Russian fighters fighting for Ukraine. This is the Russian Volunteer Legion, Free Russia. This guy is shooting down a Russian fiber optic drone. It's very Hollywood-like, and it's the last moment. Takes one shot and the drone loses maneuverability. Look, it's diving into him, one shot, boom, and it misses by just so little. Right here, I'm guessing it's 1.5, maybe 2 meters. This is John Wick style. I mean, this is slow motion, but the drone is coming in. They come in at 100 kilometers per hour sometimes. So it's gotta be lightning fast. And he only took one shot. This fighter, legendary reflexes. Now this next video, my friends, if I would say this or put it to the headlines, nobody would believe it, but I have a video for you. It's an American Bradley infantry fighting vehicle shooting down a Russian FPV drone with his 25mm cannon. Check it out. And what I just said, it sounds impossible, but we have a video of it. This is the Russian drone and this is the Bradley. Boom, explosion happens. Can you shoot down an FPV drone with a 25mm from a Bradley? I mean, this is once in... I don't think it will ever happen again in this war. It's just happened once, and now we're good for 10 million years, because that's are the odds of this. It's impossible. But it happened. Now I bring you the fighters from the Ukrainian 93rd Brigade, and they're again on the back of a truck. Why is this a scene we see so often? Because these trucks, they're usually civilian trucks. We provided them a lot with the sniffing brigade. We gave these trucks, they put the electronic warfare bubbles and they put the fighters in the back and the supplies, and they do these supply runs many times a day sometimes. And there are fighters on the back, 1 or 2 with shotguns, whose job is to take down the drones while the truck is moving. It's insane. That's why we see this scene so often. And again, same thing is happening here. 93rd Brigade, they see the drone. It's also dark, it's really difficult, but the sky is illuminated a little bit, giving them just enough light so they can see the black speck closing in on them. And boom! What? I counted like no more than 10 shots altogether, and it's connected to the bushes. It just saved all of the soldiers' lives who were in that truck. It's crazy. Each and every successful drone takedown is lives saved. This is crazy, yeah. Now we have a volunteer fighting for the Ukrainian army. This is volunteer Denis Christophe, or Holländer, he's called sign, and he's evacuating Ukrainian civilians on the Eastern Front while a Russian drone tries to close in on them. But this volunteer has one of these, forgive me for the lack of proper words, he has one of these, let me see if this is an underbarrel. I think this is an underbarrel. Please tell me, I'm making mistakes here. What kind of weapon is this? Is this just a rifle with an underbarrel shotgun, or is this some kind of a shotgun itself? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the drone exploded on the apple tree. I guess it lost again propulsion, lost maneuverability after one of the buckshot pellets hits the propeller or something, and it explodes, saving this volunteer's life and the civilian life was there. It was like, I think, an elderly woman. Let me see. Looks to be an elderly woman. So yeah, life saved. These were all of the success stories, shooting down drones successfully. Now let's look at the failures. There's not so many of them I have put here. Well, the first one comes from the Russian army. It's not really a failure, it's a success. They do take down the drone, but I think this drone is like a flying claymore mine. Ukrainians and Russians both use it. It's a drone that you can detonate yourself 5-10 meters away, aiming at the soldier, so these little pellets or debris flies towards the soldier. So if you take down a drone like that, not far enough, you still might get hit. And this might be one of these turns. Check it out. It comes in extremely fast. Did you like? This is how fast they are. How do you shoot that down with automatic fire? Oh, wow. This is, I mean, they succeeded in taking that down, but I'm guessing the debris was, yeah, since it exploded up in there, the debris, the explosive radius is like 20 meters where the shrapnel is flying. Somebody might have gotten hurt. I don't know that. But next one, Russians on the back of a, Russian army uses, for 2 years now, they use these Chinese golf cars, we call them. This is Desert Cross 1000, whatever it's called on Temu. You can buy them. They're really cheap, a few grand. And they use them on the front lines. They use them in the army. This is an infantry movement vehicle. It's not armored fighting vehicle. It's not infantry fighting vehicle. This is an infantry moving golf car, whatever you want to call it. They're on the back of it, trying to shoot down an FPV drone with a shotgun like the Ukrainians. 2 of them. But it doesn't work out for them, because it connects right to it. And the aftermath is the aftermath. It is a lot of debris, a lot of fire, a lot of cool Hollywood. Look at this debris falling. This is very Hollywood-like. To remake this in a Hollywood movie is quite expensive, so you just take Russian war videos, GoPro videos, and use that footage. It fails, it connected, and boom, everything goes up in flames. And now for the final video, my friends, I will show you North Korean troops who really have not been taught how to shoot down FPV drones. Since it's North Korea, they're learning that on the battlefield. And one of them attempts to shoot down the drone while his comrade is 5 meters away from him. This Ukrainian drone pilot, very smart man, flies and plays with his prey, flies right in between of these North Korean soldiers, while one of them is automated, auto firing it, ratatatata, and you can already have an idea what happens. Check it out, this dude. Trigger happy North Korea. Oh, it's this dude. Ratatata, drone goes up again, and this North Korean mad lad, big brain, just eliminated one of his comrades while trying to shoot down the drone. And now the drone connects to the last one. So this mad lad right here did the job that the drone couldn't take down 2 guys, so it played around a little bit until one of the guys took down the another one, and now the drone will hog the first one. Yeah, this is just to show what can happen if you really don't have this training, and NATO armies don't have that now. I mean, they're doing that now, but they didn't have that. This position just opened up. You're a squad member in any NATO army. Have you had a training Do you have a shotgun? Have you had this kind of training how to take down a FPV drone that is diving your way 100 kilometers per hour? If not, well, then this is one of the things that you should let your superiors know. This is the new doctrine in any war now. Everybody, there's FPV drones in Syria, in Israel, in South America, in Cambodia, and Thailand. They use FPV drones. It's all over the world. This is the new warfare. So if you're in a NATO army, I am, and you notice that your squad has not had this training, then you know you're a little bit lacking in behind. But my friends, thank you for watching this. I really enjoy making these videos for you, and this is the second last video of this year. Tomorrow I will make the last video of 2025, and then we go proudly and happily into 2026, and I will continue making these videos for you. If you haven't done it still, please go and get my book 8 Missions in Ukraine. I had too many of these made since I was a bit naive, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna sell them all. Newsflash, I didn't sell them all, not even close. So yeah, it is a good book. I think so. Go and get it. And until my next video, which is tomorrow, Slava Ukraini, and bye bye.